I compose for orchestras and symphonies, and you know, I understand how to write for a harp. You know, I mean, it's not that complex. You just have to understand that, you know, there's pedals involved, and they have to be able to move at a certain pace, and that the fingers have a certain stretch. To write something so a harp player, you know, can play it, you have to know which hand, and you know, and it's really not that difficult. But it's always seemed very natural to me, and it's just a little bit of study. But that's just the mechanics. The music, the inspiration for the music is something completely different than the insight into the mechanics of composition. That's like the preliminary. But ever since I was young, I've had this, like many musicians, you know, just a real attraction to the idea of the creation process of music. You know, when I was a little kid, I remember the first time, I must have been about 4 or 5 years old, I walked up to a piano and I hit a note, and I noticed that if you go this way, the notes get higher, and if you go that way, they get lower. And I just immediately had this epiphany, and I could hear music. I understood the infrastructure of music, you know, the mechanics of it immediately. There was nothing I didn't hear that I didn't understand. Oh, okay, you know. So from then on, I always had these, I knew that the ideas to create music were endless, and that when a musician goes into that creative element, it's endless. And I always felt that I would never, ever, ever be without an idea, and I knew that I was capable, like anybody, of having a unique approach to grabbing whatever it is that's out there in the inspiration field and bringing it into creation, you know. So it's no problem being, you know, finding ideas. You just have to, I guess the prerequisite is to just know that they're there and that they're going to come out. And they do.